What's good, everybody? Okay, today is a little bit exciting for me because I am coming to you to talk to you about spiritual awakening. Okay, this is backed by neuroscience. Now, listen, what if spiritual awakening wasn't just something spiritual? What if we can back it up with science, right? And this is where neuroscience come in. How our body is functioning, how our neurons are firing off to create this synapses of everything that is happening, right? All right. Behind every motion purge, behind every intuitive hit, all these things, our brain is already evolving and rewiring and expanding on top of that, right? So today we're breaking down the 4 phases of spiritual awakening and how they align to us and how they align with neuroscience. Now, this is where science meets the soul, right? This is where we start to break down everything that we need, starting with the awakening. So let's go. Now, let's talk about what is a perception, okay? A perception is your personal lens. It's how you view things. And it also comes from your experiences like traumas, your belief systems, your emotions, your past experiences, generally speaking. It determines how you view everything around you. So, you don't just see reality as it is. You see it as you are. When you change the lens, you don't just see it differently, you live it differently too. So let's move on to neuroscience and behind the perception of shifting. So in this portion, we're talking about neuroscience behind the perception of shifting, okay? Scientifically speaking, your brain is a prediction machine, okay? Like, it literally uses everything around you, think past experiences to fill in the blanks of your present. So if you have only experienced bad things, if you've only experienced lack, if you've only experienced negative energies, your mind is going to automatically fill that in, right? So it's not like it's just going to create something that it hasn't experienced. It only knows this. Step 2 on this list on how to shift your perception is breathing, pausing, and taking a breath. Okay? 3 even deep breaths brings you out of reactivity and into the present. Step 3 is asking empowered questions. Instead of why me, try what is it showing me? Try how is this serving my growth? Step 4, reframe your thoughts. Old thoughts, I failed. New thoughts, I learned and I'm evolving. So try to reframe what it is that you do not desire to hold on into anymore into something that's more positive, into something that is generally something that can help you and motivate you. Now, the final step 5, is anchor the new belief, okay? When you're anchoring the new belief, you want to replace it. So when you're trying to replace it, that means you're going to have to do things to help it replace, like journaling it, affirmations, and also acting like it's already true. All these things are manifestation, right? Your nervous system will catch up, but you need to make sure that you're doing all 5 of these steps in order to shift perception. Now, when we are spiritually shifting, there is also a spiritual connection here too. Because when we're spiritually shifting, we are literally moving away from fear into love, from ego into our soul. Now, when we're doing this, how does that feel to you? Like, sometimes you'll notice that it's like dropping weight off of you. But when you're thinking about it, are you in a space where you can develop peace? Are you in a space where you can develop love? Are you in a space where you can develop and maintain and align yourself with higher frequencies, gratitude, and abundance? When that is, then you know your manifesting begins, okay? When you get to this space, when you're allowing yourself to have peace, grace, and you can see the abundance, you can call in the abundance, and you're aligning yourself with higher energies, then you know that it's now time for you to manifest. So when your manifestations start to come in, when you start to decide that that's what you want, right? When you decide that, hey, it's time to shift, guess what? When your perception shifts, your vibration shifts. When your vibration shifts, then your reality must follow. So that's the beauty in shifting your perception. Last but not least, incorporating affirmations is going to solidify all of this that you are trying to shift in your world. So let's talk about this real quick. I want you to say these affirmations with me. Let these affirmations sink into the feelings and incorporate them into your feelings on a daily basis, because this is going to allow you to shift. Do them in the morning when you're waking. Do them before you're going to bed. But make sure you're doing them. So the first affirmation I have for you is, I choose to see this through the lens of growth. I choose to see this through the lens of growth. The second affirmation, I want you to repeat with me. My perception is my power. My perception is my power. Then last but not least, I am safe to let go of the old story. I am safe to let go of the old story. Now to reflect, what story have you already released in your life? Okay. And you can use this as journal prompts, because journal prompts are beautiful when you are shifting out, when you are bringing things up and you are trying to purge. These are going to be beautiful for you to do. Journaling. If you've never tried journaling, try it. You can release everything. No one is reading your deep down stories, okay? No one is there to judge you. There's nothing that you need except pen and a paper, okay? So try journaling, okay? But the first journal prompt for today is going to be, what story am I ready to release? We used this one on the last video because it really was an engaging one for the topic that we were talking about. And if you've already done this one, you can switch it up and change it to whatever you want, okay? And the second one, what truths am I ready to claim? What are you ready to release? And the second one is, what are you ready to claim? So you can see now that understanding your perspective is going to be something that's key in order to shift you from one space to another, okay? Understanding that how you view things is your reality. It creates your reality because it's your perception. It's how you tend and choose to view things. But if you decide to shift this, you can step into becoming closer to your higher self. So until next time, guys, peace.